Daniel was a hunter, but everyone in his village knew he had a soft heart. One morning, he went into the forest to check his traps. When he reached the first one, he stopped. Inside the trap was a small rabbit, weak and afraid. The rabbit struggled, its little eyes full of tears. Daniel felt sorry. He bent down and said, "Don't be afraid, little one. You are free today." Gently, he opened the trap and let the rabbit go. The rabbit hopped away, but before it disappeared, it tapped the ground with its tiny feet and looked back at Daniel, almost like it was saying, "Thank you." Daniel smiled and went home, thinking the story had ended there. But that night, something strange happened. He heard a scratching sound at his door. When he opened it, he saw the same rabbit, but this time it had brought its whole family. Big rabbits, small rabbits, even tiny baby ones, all hopping around his yard. Daniel laughed. "What is this? A rabbit party?" The rabbits circled him happily. Then the first rabbit, the one he had freed, touched his foot. In that moment, Daniel's eyes grew wide. Everything around him began to shine. Suddenly, he found himself in a bright part of the forest he had never seen before. The trees glowed like they carried stars. The river sparkled like silver. The air felt alive. The rabbit's family gathered around him, and the first rabbit touched his chest. A warm light spread inside him. Daniel felt stronger, peaceful, and full of life. A voice rose in his heart, even though the rabbit never spoke out loud. "Because you showed kindness, we give you a gift. Use it to help others." The light stayed in Daniel. Then, just as fast as it came, the vision ended. He was back at his home. The rabbit's gone. Only the little one stayed a moment longer, then hopped into the night. The next day, people in the village cried out. One of the children was very sick. The family had no hope. Daniel felt something push him from inside. He went to the child, placed his hand gently, and the same warm light flowed out of him. To everyone's surprise, the child opened his eyes, sat up, and smiled. The people were shocked. "Daniel, how did you do this?" Daniel thought of the rabbits, of the glowing forest, and of the gift they had given him. He smiled and said, "Sometimes, when you show kindness, life will show kindness back in ways you never imagine." From that day, Daniel was not only known as a hunter, he became the man who carried life in his hands, the one who brought hope wherever he went. And on quiet nights, when the moon was bright, he sometimes heard soft little footsteps at his door. He would smile, knowing the rabbit family was still watching over him.